Hello, everybody. How y'all doing today? It is Rusty Champagne here with you, and we're back once again in the wonderful world of Eden Crafters. Now, full disclosure, this is actually my second time going through this part of the game because I had originally done an episode of this and had forgotten to change my video source on it. So it was basically 1 hour of me talking and a black screen. So I obviously was not able to use that, and now we're going to try this part again. So when we had last left off, we had gotten our planet analyzer built, and we had started getting some fertilized ground going here. And they had talked here about some next objectives. So one of the things that we got for next objectives is we need to get this vehicle energy cell going, and then we also have this material analyzer that will help us out as well with discovering some new crafting recipes and machines. And there was also in our list of things that we could build. If we go here, I forget what it was called. Yeah, it was the analysis radar. And that was another thing that we need because that's going to help us to find a lot of iron, copper, quartz, and cobalt deposits. And that's going to become important, especially cobalt, because we're going to need that for things that are coming up. Who knew that we were going to actually need cobalt in a game? But in this case, cobalt is going to become pivotal. So we're going to work on getting this built, our analysis radar. And this is going to take us, we're going to need some circuit boards, some rotors, and circuit boards, one rotor, one antenna to build that. So we're going to go over here, going to take a look and see what we need for those, because I do not remember. For a circuit board, we're going to need 2 copper plates. We do have some copper ingots. So we'll go here. We're going to make 2 copper plates. And then we're going to go back here. We're going to make our circuit board because we have the silica. So we'll get those made. That's all done. Next thing we need a rotor, which is 2 cables and 2 rubber belts. So we're going to need basically 4 rubber to turn into 4 rubber belts, I think. Or is it 8 rubber to turn into 4 rubber belts? Let's see, a rubber belt. Oh, so I need actually 3 more rubber. So we got to make 3 more rubber. And then we can turn that into 4 rubber belts. And then I need 4 cables. And that's just copper ingots. So then we're going to be good there. Oh, shoot. Why am I making 2 rotors? I don't know. I only need 1 rotor, but I've got the stuff for 2. It's fine. I'm sure I'm going to need a rotor at some point down the road, so we're all good. So now we need 2 more copper plates, and then we need 2 more iron rods. It looks like I'm a little bit short on iron, because I think I've only got 1 iron ingot in here, so I think I can make 1 rod. Yep, that's all we can make. And I can make 2 copper plates. So we're good there. So now I just got to run out, and I got to get some more iron from over here. So we're going to head out this direction and grab all the iron from here, from this forge that we got going on. And we'll grab, we'll grab all of it. Can't hurt. I'm eventually going to need it. So that will work. Don't know why I'm standing there looking at it. I'm not quite sure. I'm also going to take this part producer and I'm just going to dismantle it because I don't need this right now. At some point, I might need that, but for now, it's not coming into play. It probably will later at some point when I want to be making parts in mass, but for now, it's just not important. So I do still need 1 more iron rod. So we're going to make that, and now we can make our antenna, and now we can make our analysis radar. And I think we're going to take this, and we're going to set it up the hill a bit. So let's go up the hill. So analysis radar. We'll take this, and we want to set it away from the water because we don't really need it by the water. So we're gonna run this up quite a bit, just because it will be useful to have it way up here, I think. So let's take a look. Is there a high spot up here where I can plop this down? This will be good. I'll go with this. I think I'm good here. There. And now, if we take a look, well, I got to run back because I got to make sure I have enough oxygen for getting back to the base. But now, if we take a look, if I go to the map, we should see a bunch of ore deposits now. And I notice my health is almost out, so we got to take care of that as well. So I'm going to need some more food. But let's head back in, get all of our oxygen redone. Now, if we take a look at all the stuff we got on our map. We got everything everywhere. So we got copper, we got cobalt, we've got the sulfur, we've got iron, all around us. And you can see a 1,500 meter range radius is a pretty big radius. So we can see things all the way around, which is great. So that is all set and good to go. So now we're going to go here and we're going to make some. I think we have, yeah, we have the ability to make food boxes now, and those just take organics, nothing else. So we're going to make a bunch of these because, again, can't hurt to have all these food boxes, and we got plenty of things that are providing us organics now. That's not a big deal because we got organics that are coming from our tree greenhouse outside. We got organics that are coming from our plant grower inside. We've got plenty of that. And we're going to go here. And I've still got these food pots. So I can have one of those and I can have a food box. And that'll get me up pretty close to 100%. So now that we know where all of our different ore deposits are, then the next question becomes, what do we need now? So we need to be able to get this vehicle energy cell. So in order to get the vehicle energy cell, it shows here that we got sulfur ore that it can be mined with the miner, and then that could be used for a part producer, and then that could be used for a refiner. And on here, here's the thing that it says that we need. So and if we take a look at the vehicle energy cell, we need sulfur ore, so that's why it's talking about that. And then we need refined cobalt. And that's the one thing that we don't need. So in order to get refined cobalt, we need cobalt first, and then we need to be able to refine it. So this is where I guess they're saying the part producer could come into play. I don't really know. And the assembling bench, I understand. But we do need to build a refiner. So that's going to be one of the things that we got to do here. And hey, look, it needs a rotor. And wouldn't you know, I have the parts for a rotor. So we're going to go here and we're going to get a refiner built. It also takes water, so we're going to have to build this down by one of our water pumps. So we're going to right click that. I have 3 of the iron beams that I got from the part producer that I dismantled. So we only need 1 more iron beam. And I need 5 iron rods for that. So we're going to go here, make 5 iron rods. I don't remember if I made 4 or 5. I did. I see it in my inventory there. So 1 more beam. Now we need 1 more rotor. I've got the stuff for that. And then we need 4 filters, which is going to be, I need basically 4 more iron plates to do that. So we'll go here, 4 more iron plates. Look at me being hyper efficient. Going to go back here. We're going to make our 4 filters. And then we're going to be able to go and make a refiner. Now, the other thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need more power. And at this point, I do think I'm going to try actually doing solar panels. And in order to do solar panels, I'm also going to need cobalt. So that's also going to come into play here. Because the nice thing about this game, unlike Planet Crafter, if you run out of power, it's not the case where everything goes dark. It's just the case where everything won't run at its complete maximum potential. So everything will run at a partial potential. And then once you have enough power, then it'll all run at 100% potential. So, but if you only have enough power to power 50% of everything, then everything just runs at 50%, as opposed to you having a power failure, because power failures always suck. So we're not going to have to deal with that. So we're going to take our refiner. I need to stop yapping, because I got to remember, I don't have unlimited oxygen here. So we're going to build our refiner, and we're going to set it up right about here. So again, there's the water input. And at this point, I'm not going to worry about connecting it to, because it looks like it's got connections in and out. We're not going to worry about that right now. At some point, that could become useful. But at this point, it's not as big of a deal for me. And so now the only thing I need is water pipes. So I need to make a bunch more plates. So back to the base we go. And look at that. We can now craft a vehicle energy cell, which is exactly what we need to do. So we're going to go here. Look at us being crazy efficient. It's scary. I'm a little scared myself. I don't know how to handle all this efficiency. It's not optimized, but it's efficient. So we've got that going for us. Oh, those are the circuit boards that must have come from my part producer that I had. I'm like, why do I have circuit boards? But that's the only thing I can figure is that they came from there. So now we have enough. We should have enough pipes or enough plates to make pipes. So if we go here and pipes and connect that there, there we go, and run that up the hill. Yeah, it takes 9 plates and we have 20. So now that's connected and ready to go. So now the only thing we need is cobalt. So if we look at our recipes, these are the different things we can make. Well, oh yeah, we can make refined cobalt, we can make ceramic components, and we can make sulfuric acid. Now, what that's going to be used for, I don't know. Just don't splash it on your friends, because that's not good. And we can make ceramic components. That looks kind of fancy. We'll figure out something for that later. And then we need refined cobalt. So now we need to get our hands on some cobalt here. So that's going to be what we're going to do now. I also want to go in here. I have these equipment slots, and not having enough room, not having enough oxygen is really, as we always say, for the birds. So we're going to work on fixing that issue we got right now. So over here in the assembling bench, we can make a standard O2 tank, which is going to give us more oxygen. And I might actually make 2 of those because I've got room for 3 things in my equipment. So I might make 2. And there's a reason I'm only going to make 2, and it's because the third one is going to be for a battery, which is going to allow me to run more before I run out of energy. So that's the other thing I want to do. So 3 copper plates first. We've still got plenty of copper ingots, or have I run out of those? No, I've run out. So we got to run over here. And at some point, I do want to put a forge up here. The only trouble is right now, if I did that, I've got all this copper in here, and I'd lose a bunch of it. I could like stop the conveyor, and maybe I'll do that. So maybe I'll work on this. So I'm going to remove that conveyor. So that way, as I use this copper, it will eventually run out, and then I can set up a forge here and have this turn it right into ingots. Because the fact that it's turning it into ore and putting the ore in the container is incredibly inefficient, and I know that. I've got to go about fixing that, and that'll be a thing later on. That's a later issue, not a now issue. Oh yeah, because now I've got to make all the copper ingots. So this is where I run into this issue, because I basically got all that copper ore that by itself I can't do anything with. And the first thing I've normally always got to do with my copper ore is turn it into ingots and then take that and actually make stuff. So once again, we needed how many copper plates? We needed 3 copper plates. So 1, 2, 3. And now we can make, and I'll do that twice. Yeah, that's right. So I need 6 copper plates. I have all the quartz I need. So we'll make 3 more. And then I can make myself 2 oxygen tanks and stash them in my inventory. And that's going to give me all kinds of oxygen, which is good. We love having all kinds of oxygen. So we're going to go to tab and equip it again. There we go. Now we got 240 oxygen capacity, which is really good. The other thing I do want to do is I do want to make a battery. So in order to do that, I need 3 battery cells. And now here's where we need cobalt and sulfur, of which I have not enough of either. So now, if we remember, there was in this direction. So we want to go, so where am I? We're there. That, I think that's maybe the analysis radar. Maybe that's what that is. So we're going to run kind of this direction and see if we can find this cobalt deposit. Now I know where it is because, again, I've done this before. But we're going to go this direction. We're heading pretty much right at it. Now, before I get there, the one thing I want to do is I want to make sure that I have enough stuff to make an advanced miner, because I don't want to get all the way there and not be able to mine this. So we're going to turn right around and have enough to make an advanced miner, because eventually we're going to take all of this and we're going to have it all get shuttled down here so we don't have to keep on running up and getting it. So to make an advanced miner, we're going to go here, advanced miner, right click it. I need 2 more cement and I need 6 more rods. So let's take care of that. It's always talking about the rod. And there we go. We can make all of our ingots, and then we just need some more cement. So now I need to get rocks. And it's like I always say, at some point I will put a miner on one of these rocks. I just haven't done it right now because it's not been a big issue for me. because I've not ever really needed that much rock. I know at some point that's going to change, and I'm going to need an advanced miner set up on there. It's lower on my priority list. That's all it is. So there we go. Now we have enough to make an advanced miner for when we get up there. I also want to make sure that I have enough conveyors so that way I can immediately run the conveyors down. Again, look at me being crazy efficient. This is scary. I'm scared too. We'll all get through it together. So we're going to go here, going to grab all of this from here. And I also need to be able to make a container. So we're going to also do that. We're going to make sure that we have everything to make a container when all this is said and done. So let's go into here, and we're going to look at a container. And a container is going to be 10 more plates. So we're going to make as many plates as, oops, I didn't mean to do that. We're going to make as many plates as we can get our hands on, basically, which in this case is going to be 30. Because that will hopefully give us enough plates to make the container and also make enough conveyors to run all the cobalt down the hill to where we are. That is the hope, that we'll be able to do this. And I think we're in good shape. Just in case I needed oxygen, do I have any oxygen capsules? I don't. And that's going to take some plates. Let me grab, I'll make like 3 of these, just in case. I don't think we're going to need them, but you can never be too safe. So now up the hill we go. Again, we're kind of looking, so we're going to be facing this way. So I'm going to take the container, and I'm going to put it right about here. And we're going to have it facing like this, I think. Yeah. So we got the container built. So that way, I think that we should be able to run like straight up this way, kind of like there, because that's the closest one. That's the one we're shooting for, right? Yeah. And then we'll hook up the miner, set up all the conveyors. They'll go down this way, and everything should be good. So up the hill we go. Oh my gosh, it is so bumpy. And we're taking a look. We do have some cobalt here, so we might as well grab this cobalt while we're at it. And if we take a look, we are pretty much right on it. Now, I think the thing that's helping us is the fact that it is nighttime, because this area would normally be really, really hot. And the fact that we're doing it at night is really working in our favor. So we're going to set this up. I want to see, okay, so the conveyors are going to be going out that direction. And where is that in relation with our base? It is, okay, so maybe if I turn it a little bit more that way, I think we'll be good. Again, look at me like planning and plotting and all of this. You should be scared. You really should. I'm a little bit freaked out myself. So now we're going to go here. Conveyors. We have enough for 23 conveyors. I don't think it's going to be enough, but it'll be a start. Because I can see now we're up to 15, 16, 17, 18, 20 at this point, 21. Yeah, we're now too far. So now I got to go back a bit. So let's go up here. We're looking this way, so we can go 21 to here. So that's a start. So now we're going to have to run back down the hill, grab more iron, turn it into more plates. And the only thing that's stopping me from having this, like, because I know I could make a part producer and have it make plates, but I also need, there's a bunch of stuff I need to make with the iron. As often as I need plates, I also need rods. So I don't want to have it just automatically always making plates, because then I wouldn't have any for rods, and that would be a thing. So that's the only reason why I'm just still grabbing it and making the plates myself. I mean, I could probably find a way to set up things with splitters and all kinds of crazy stuff like that, but come on, don't make sense. Whatever you do, don't start doing that on me. We know how this goes. So we're going to make another 20 plates. I think 20 will do it. That should be enough to get us there, I do believe. So let's head back down, or up, as the case may be. There's the conveyor. I see it hanging over the edge there, I think. I think I'm running at it. Is that it? Yep, that's it. So now we're going to go back here and hit 0 because it is in my hotbar. So here we go, and click it there. And we're going to head down the hill. Please tell me I made enough and that I didn't maroon it and come up short. I think I'm okay. I think I've got just enough. And that's going to go right in there, I think. Did that work? Yeah, that's right in there. Look at that. It's like a giant roller coaster ride. We will eventually have all of the cobalt. Again, this is being held up by science. Don't ask questions as to how that's being held up. You know that questions are not allowed here. We will not have it. So there it is. There's all of our cobalt. Can we go down the conveyor? It looks like we can. Whee! Look at us go running down our conveyor. Just don't get your head chopped off by the wind turbines, and everything will be fine. So now that's happening. Now the other thing we need sulfur. And sulfur, we had some of that, and it was in like one of the caves that's over here this direction, if I remember right. I'm not as worried about the deposit right now. So the big thing I want to do is just get myself some sulfur and start from there. Now, I just ran in here to basically get my oxygen back. I'm going to also eat some of my food, get my health back. And then we're going to run that direction. Yeah, there's the cave. That is where we found the sulfur and the cobalt. Yeah, because there was a little bit of both of those in here. So let's start with this. And grab all the sulfur out of here. Do a bunch of sulfur mining. We should be in good shape because we have plenty of oxygen now. So we're just going to clear this out of all the sulfur it's got. That'll be a good start. Should give us enough for what we need to do. And we now know where there are sulfur deposits. So at some point we could set up a miner and have a miner start bringing down sulfur when we get to the point where we need sulfur in more mass quantities. But right now we're not there. Again, I'm keeping an eye on my oxygen. But we're in great shape on oxygen here. So we're not really in any kind of concern there. Just keep on running, grabbing all of this. Man, we got sulfur on the wall even. Okay. So we're going to grab all this. Going all the way through. Oh, I was thinking that you could like right click and have the beam keep going, but that does not appear to be the case. And I should pick up this stuff that's right at my feet. That would be rather embarrassing. Forget the one that's right there. Okay, I think we've cleared this out. It does look like it. So no more sulfur there. We got plenty of oxygen. We didn't even overheat. It was 114 degrees in there. It's a bit hot, but it's okay. And now the next thing we need to do is we actually need to take some of this cobalt and we're going to run it down to our refiner and have the refiner turn it into refined cobalt. So we're just going to go right here and we're going to fill this up. Oh, and I do actually have to click it in there, it seems like. So click, click, click. Going to go to recipes. That's going to turn it into refined cobalt. It's going to happen at a rate of 20 per minute. So we're going to let that go. And then we're going to head back in here and we're going to see what else we need to do. So there it is, our lovely stream of cobalt coming down the hill. That is wonderful. And if we take a look here, back at our next objectives, we now have that. We now have the vehicle energy cell. I don't know why it is that if you put the mouse right on it, it doesn't show up, and you got to put the mouse over it. It's interesting. Again, don't ask questions. So we need 10 refined cobalt and 5 sulfur to make a vehicle energy cell, which will then give us the ability to once again use our spaceship. And 8 life grand. Now we also have the material analyzer that is going to give us the ability to make new crafting recipes. But for that, okay, we need some sulfur, it looks like. But for this, we need iron plates and sensor arrays and computers. So if we then take a look here, if we're going to go to Q, we're going to go down here to Material Analyzer. And then if we take a look, because we have not built a sensor array before, and the sensor array is that in here? Or is that in my workbench? I'm trying to remember. No, that's not in here. Maybe that's something I actually have to build from Q, I think. Let's take a look. That's all my power. I think it's down here. Oh, there's a trash can. That's good. I'll remember where it is in a bit. Yeah, I don't know why. I always struggle to find that one because if I go here, sensor array, No, it's not here. And so I wonder if I just don't have it available yet. It may be that I don't have it because I haven't built something. I don't know. Maybe I got to pick up the refined cobalt first, and maybe that'll open it up. So let's try that. You've always got to like pick up new things before it like gives you ideas of what you can do. So let's go here and let's pick up our refined cobalt and put it in here, and let's see if that's going to build it, or if it's going to make it available and be like, aha. So no, it's still not there. I know it's in my list somewhere. That sensor array. I feel like I've seen it. Let's check in here again. Take one more look. So that's the computer. So controllers, okay, osmium, so equipment. So yeah, there's something that I'm missing. And we'll figure it out here in a second. Because yeah, the sensor array, I don't have that yet. But if I take a look in my crafting guide, I think it shows me in here what we need, because it's is that it? So those are, yeah, and I can't highlight on those things, or no, well, I can click them. So yeah, there's the sensor array. So yeah, here we go. This takes 3 antennas and 5 gold wiring, and that might be why I can't find it, because at this point I haven't found gold. But this now means I'm going to need gold in order to do this, and I need 20 gold in order to make a sensor array, or to make 2 sensor arrays. So now we got to go find some gold. That's going to be the trouble. So, there's an assembling machine, which would make it, and there's an assembling bench, which would make it, and then there's that thing. So now we are on the quest for gold. But in order to do that, we're going to need an energy cell. So we're going to need this. So we got refined cobalt. So we're going to make at least one of these. I might make a few of them, just in case. I might make like 2 or 3 of them, just to have in the vehicle. And if we do find some gold, which, full disclosure, I have an idea where it is. I just have to remember where it is. I'm also going to need some miners, because the thing about the gold is it's not close from what I recall of it. So we're not gonna be able to set up advanced miners. I mean, we could set up advanced miners, but this stuff is like way, 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 way out there, and I'd be running conveyor belts for years. So we're not going to do that just yet. We're just going to set up some basic miners and just run out there and pick the stuff up when we need it. So we're going to take a look. I need some more. I want to have at least 2 miners, maybe 3. So we're going to shoot for that. So I'm going to make like 9 plates. So let's make 6 more plates. And then we're also going to make, we're going to also get a bunch of rock here. So we get like 12 rock. That'll work. We're going to run back up here. And we're going to make, what was I going to do? We were going to make, what was I? Oh, yeah, I was going to have the stuff for miners. That was all it was. So now we should finally be able to, once again, use our spaceship. So we should be able to get in here. We should be able to go into our inventory, and we can take all of our energy cells, plop them all in here, and now we have 10 minutes of available energy to go off and do some exploration. So let's fire this bad boy up. Now, before we do that, it would be important to know, okay, if I was looking for gold, where the heck would I find it? Because at this point, we don't technically, air quotes, technically know where it is. So if we go in here and if we take a look, so the planet analyzer, so large gold, so that would give us the ability to get large gold deposits. And if we take a look here, there's something, oh yeah, so gold ore, yeah, this is where we find it. So this rare element is primarily found in hot regions. So, and then that leads to the sensor array. That's where I found it. So the sensor array is not unlocked right now because we haven't found gold. So we have to find gold, and that's going to unlock all this stuff once we find some gold. So that is where we're heading. So we're heading off to the hot areas of the map. And if we take a look at our planet analyzer again, all of this is kind of hot. This is really, really hot. Yeah, but this is hot-ish. So we're gonna head off kind of in the northwest here because we're right there. That's our home base. That little spot right there. So we're gonna hop into our ship. We're gonna drive like west northwest and head off in the search for some gold. Thankfully, we have a little compass at the top, which is going to help us in our quest. I love the fact that I've completely built my ship in, but thankfully we can just go up with it. And so now we're going to head west northwest in the search for some gold. Here we go. We're taking a look, seeing what we're going to be able to find. Because if we go this way and take a look, and oops, if I let me escape out of here. So we're going to keep ourselves over the rocky areas and head off this way. And at some point, we'll kind of stop, take a look around, see what we got, analyze our situation. We don't want to go off into that area down there because that looks like it's just completely nasty. But we'll go over here and kind of slow down and head up here and see what we got here. So I'm not quite sure what we got here. I can't recall for sure exactly, but I think we're in the right spot. I think this is where we need to be. So we're going to drop down. Oh boy, and we can land it there. It's fine. Oh, but it's very very hot, so we can't mess around here. So we're gonna. Oh gosh, yeah. So we cannot mess around. So large gold deposits. So miner, get a miner on there. Oh, not no. Shoot, I didn't get the cement. Oh no, I forgot to do the cement. Of course I did. Oh, why am I such a maroon all the time? East, southeast we go. Back to the base because I forgot the cement. Memory is a horrible, horrible thing to lose. It really is. All right, so we're heading towards home. I see where it is. It's just this direction. And coming into view. So yeah, we'll go back. We'll make a bunch of cement so we can make our miners. We're going to try and park this in a little better location. So we're going to drop it right about here. This will work. Oh, and not drop it on things. A little further. Excellent. Now, got to make the cement so we can make the miners. Just again, order of operations is always so darn important. So here, back to the workbench. And cement, that's what I meant to do, and that's what I did not do. So for a miner, because I think we found 3 of them, so I need to get more cement because otherwise I will not have enough to make all the miners. So we're going to get more rock from here. That'll work. That'll be more than enough. Now we're going to run in here and make even more cement. And it would, yes, it would make sense to have something automatically making cement for us. I know. I do know. I am aware. So and you're probably wondering, then why don't you do it? And that's an excellent question. So now we're going to take a look here because those deposits, now that we found them, they do show up. So now I just have to fly that way. And again, you'd see that I'd need like 5,000 conveyors to run power, or to run it all the way back there. At some point, maybe, but not going to worry about that right now. We're just going to head here. So we're basically flying almost straight west once we get in. So up we go, and to the west. Oh, I ran almost into a wind turbine. And those the deposits should show up on the screen. You can see that as you like fly at things, they'll end up getting bigger and bigger on the HUD as you look up there at the top near the compass. So we're not in the area of any of those yet, so they don't quite appear yet. But as they do, we'll see them, and they'll be like tiny dots on the HUD, and we'll slowly get bigger. Like there they are. I can see them there. So we have to kind of head this way. Okay, there we're going there, and we're going to just drop down right about here. Again, we don't need to worry about a landing pad or anything like that. We can just kind of drop down. Everything's fine. It's all good. Doesn't matter if it's on a rocky surface. Doesn't matter if we crash land. That's just going to jiggle a bit. It's fine. Don't have to worry. So large gold deposit, minor. And yeah, look at that thing go. And large gold deposit, minor. And one more large gold deposit. Where are you? I just saw you. You were just around here somewhere. Why am I not finding you? You're that one. You're that one. Oh shoot! I got to get back in my ship. It's not liking me now. So there's that one. Let's get in the air just a little bit so it stops jumping at me. Oh, it's right there, you maroon. So now let's drop back down. There. It'll jiggle again. It's fine. It's okay. I'm underneath my ship. So we're going to run this way. Going to set up the miner here. So here, miner, get up there. Cool. Everything's good. And that's still jiggling. It's okay. Now we're just going to sit here a bit while the ship jiggles. I'm actually going to get in the air just a bit so it stops jiggling. I just don't want to I don't want to fly the ship too much because if I do, it eats into my energy. So we're looking at all three of our miners. And theoretically, once they stop running, that should give us all the gold we need. So I'm just going to give that a little bit of time. And theoretically, if it got to be dark, then the high temperatures wouldn't matter as much. But we're in the daytime, and that's not the way that it goes. When things are in the daytime, normally it's hot. So we still have to deal with that. I think that these should be pretty close to good. So we're going to head out of the vehicle. We're going to run, and try and grab all this before we like bake ourselves in our suits. So here we go. Grab it. There we go. 16. Throw that in. Okay. Off we go to this one. And it's funny how when you harm yourself with hot temperatures, all you need to do is eat, and everything's good. That's science. Yeah. See. So we're just going to eat some food, and everything's going to be fine, just like that. Nothing to worry about. And then this miner right here, E, and grab that. Cool. Now we've got plenty, I think, for now. That should be good. Oh, we got a gold ore right here. No, that's cobalt. There was a gold ore here somewhere, though. I just saw it. No, stop it. Stop it. Oh, no, you're quartz. You're cobalts. I just saw one. It was like right at my feet. Well, I don't know where it went. It's like it disappeared. I mean, I theoretically don't have to worry about it too much because, yeah, I'm getting hurt a little bit. Yeah, I'm getting hurt a little bit more. It's okay. Let's just go in. All right, let's head back because I think I've got enough now because I think I picked up 30 and I only needed like 20. So we should be in good shape. And we've got plenty of stuff now to make all the energy cells that we need. The only thing we're going to need to eventually find is we'll need to get a source of sulfur. And that's where we'll have to start getting into sulfur deposits. But for now, that's not as big of an issue. And we should have enough now to make the, what am I trying to say? To make the material analyzer, which should start giving us the ability to find more and more crafting recipes. And it will help to advance the plot. Because we do love advancing the plot. So we're going to drop this. We're going to look kind of straight up. And kind of drop it down right about here. That should work. That's actually like one of the best landings I've had. So that's good. Now we can go in. We can now make sensor arrays. They should show up on our screen because we have found the gold. So if we go here, sensor array should show up. There it is. So we need 3 antenna. We need 5 gold wiring. So for that, we need to make the gold ingots. So we're going to take all this gold we got, make gold ingots. And we can make 24 gold ingots. These take a little bit of time to make, and that's fine. So this stuff, you can see where here it would get to be better to have something automatically making that. But again, given how far away the gold is, I just wouldn't want to be making a giant line of conveyors at this point. And then I think also for the gold wiring, we needed, what did it say? Rubber. So now we got to make a bunch of rubber. And I don't think I've got much in the way of organics here. I don't. So we're going to run out to our greenhouse, grab a bunch of organics, like 60 of them. And then we can make a bunch of rubber. And then we can make our sensor, then we can make our gold wiring, which will start our sensor arrays. So there's all the rubber we're going to need, and then some. That's actually probably good for now, so I'll stop that for now. And then we'll go here, and we need, for a sensor array, again, it's going to be, what was it? 5 gold wiring. So we're going to make 10 gold wiring. So I'm actually going to have to make 5 more rubber. So I can make 3 there, and then I got to make some more. So let's grab these organics and take that. So many organics for rubber, I'm telling you. We've got 18, and now I've got to make a little bit more, so I might have to run out to the greenhouse again. Because this refills pretty fast. Yeah, we're already good there. Grab a few more. And make the last of the rubber, which we can then make the gold wiring, which then we can make the sensor arrays. And there, stop. I don't want to make all of them. So now, gold wiring, 10, which thankfully doesn't take too long to do. And then we'll be able to make that part for the sensor arrays. The iron plates will be easy. And then it's just the computers. And hopefully we have enough for the computers. I can't remember what all goes into the computers, but I think it's just a lot of copper parts. So there's that. And then we need 3 antennas, which is going to be a bunch of rods and a bunch of plates. So we're going to need 12 rods, 6 plates. So do I have enough? I don't. So we're going to run out here, grab more of our iron, which again, I'll eventually bring closer to the building. It's just still not a huge priority. It's getting closer and closer to being a priority. It's not one yet. So we've got that. We'll need more plates. So I don't know how much copper I've got in order to do that, but we'll find out. So we need 12 rods. So here, oh, no, that's what I want. And then one more. And that'll make my 12. And then I need 6 plates. And there it is. So now we can make my 3 antennas. And now we can make our 2 sensor arrays. It'd be nice if in this game they had it like they did in... Okay, yeah. Oh, so I made 1. Oh, I got to make 6 antennas. Shoot, I got to do that twice. So I need 12 more rods and I need 6 more plates. Oh, doggone it. It'd be nice if in this game they had it like they had in Foundry, where you could just chain things together and have thing make thing. Well, I guess you could do that with the part producers and the assembling benches. You would have that as an option. Now I'm going to need more copper ingots. So I got to go out here, get more copper ore. I will eventually empty this container, and then I will set up a forge here. Don't zap it. That's not going to do you any good. So let's grab that much. Keep running in here. And we're going to make all this into ingots. And then from there, we can go ahead and make our plates. And from there, make our antennas and have that part done. And then we just need some iron plates, and then we need some computers. And then we'll finally have a material analyzer. That'll be good. So iron plates. No, copper plates. 3 more of those. And we've got the 12 rods? I do. So now we can go over here. We can make 3 more antennas. Done. We can go here, make another sensor array. Then we just need the computers. We need 4 computers. Oh my gosh, so we need 40 circuit boards and 20 cables. Yikes. 40 circuit boards is going to be 40 copper plates and 40 silica. So we're going to need a bunch of quartz in order to do this. So 40 copper plates and 40 silica. All right, so let's make everything we can, which is there. It's going to be 12, and then we're going to have to go out and get a bunch more of our copper out of the supply and keep on doing this. So we need basically another 60. Well, I think we're going to... Nope. E. That's what we want. Let's just grab as much as we can. because we're going to have to turn all that into plates. I think I'm going to need just about all of what I grabbed here. So ingots, and again, we can only have 30 queued up at a time. So I'll just keep on queuing up 30, and as we get down to get another 10, I'll queue up another 10, and we'll eventually get all this made. So we got 20 left to go with everything that we grabbed. And then we've got 12 plates, so we need 28 more plates. So we're going to go 10, 20, and that should give us all the plates we need for the computers. Because we need 40 plates, and then we need 40. Yeah, there's going to be 20. Now we need 40 quartz to turn into silica. So that is going to probably take a couple of runs, because I do have my quartz miner up here, but it's just a basic miner. So we're going to grab everything we can of this, which is going to be 20. And then we're going to have to wait a bit. So we're going to have to wait I've got 25 available. So while that's going, I can run back down and start turning that into silica. And then I can run back up and grab the rest of it. So we'll do that. We'll instead of just standing there watching that thing go, I've got a bunch. So I only need 7 more. Okay. Yeah, because we need 40 if my memory serves me correct. I think it was 10 and 10 of everything. But we'll check that out again just to make sure I did not biff that. There's always a chance I biffed it. Let's take a look. If we go here, it was 10 circuit boards, which is going to be So we do need it. So silica, got one more there. Now we can run up, grab the rest of it from here one more time. Thankfully, this is a short jog, not a long one. Go right up here, grab the rest of this. Thank you very much. And again, I will have to eventually, as always, grab a container and get it down here and all that. Yep. You know the drill. We'll eventually have advanced miners for all this. I don't know when, but eventually. So now, silica. Make the rest of that. Get that all taken care of. I need some food, so we're going to go here because I looked and I'm kind of peckish. So we're better now. And now we've got circuit boards. We need 40. I need 38 circuit boards. So 10, 20, 30, and 8 more. So this is going to take a bit of time. Just a bit. So let's see. How many we have now? We've got 8. So if I set that to 30. No, now I need to set it to 30. And that'll make the 40 that we've got. So we'll let this run for a bit, and we'll come back once it's finished. These are just about done now. We're down to the final couple. There we go. Now we can make our computers, but we need the cables. So the cables we got to make over here. So we got to exit out of here. Exit. And then lights. And then we got to go here. We got to make more copper ingots. So let's turn all that into cable for starters. And then we need I need to grab like another 40 out of here. So we're almost out here. We've almost exhausted this. We're going to take this, turn it into 20 more ingots, and then we can take that, turn it into cables. This part, thankfully, goes fast. So, we need 20 cables is what we said. So I need 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll be able to make our computers. And then after that, all we need is the iron plates. And I think I've got enough for the iron plates. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because I can see it. I've got there, and there. So I'm going to just go ahead and make my plates now while I need them. So I'll make 10. Can't hurt. Why not? That's good. Can run over here, make our computers. Finally, all that for 4 stinking computers. Jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these will take just a little bit. And then we can finally build our material analyzer. What a long, strange trip. just to get ourselves a material analyzer. Ain't that great? And I don't know where that thing has to go. I don't know if that goes inside, outside, what the case is. We're going to take a look. So Q, material analyzer, you are where? Where are you? You are there. Material analyzer. Analyze materials to discover new crafting recipes and machines you may need. It's going to take 24 megawatts of power. I am so low on power. Things are hating me. But we're going to set this up. Can this go outside? Okay, so this can go anywhere. Cool. If this can go anywhere, I'm going to set it somewhere away from where my base is going to be. So we'll set it up like right over here, or maybe down here by this. This feels like it's an area that I'm not going to use for much. So we'll set it right there. Sure. Cool. There's that. And now that can analyze stuff. So we can put in sulfur and filters, and that will tell us stuff. Okay. That's good. I do also want to set up a couple of solar panels. Let's do that because I talked about doing that before, and we don't have any of them set up, and we are like way short on power. So I have enough to make 4 solar panels. I just need 8 iron beams. So for 8 iron beams, I need 24 plates and 40 rods. So we need 24 plates and 40 rods. So let's make all of this that we can. And that should take care of it. So we'll have to go out and get all the iron that we've got again, and just refill up on that. Okay, so that's good. Run out, get all this. We'll probably need to fill up twice because I don't know if I'll have enough ingots out of here in order to do all this, but we're going to try. So forge, grab all this out of here once more. And then hopefully that'll be enough for us. And again, it's only going to help us during the day, and at night it's not going to be that great. But we'll be all right. So we need another. I've got 24, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And that'll give me my 40 rods. And then I need 24 plates. So I'm just going to take everything I have left and turn it into plates. And I'm going to be just a little bit short. I think I'm like 2 ingots short. I think I'm going to make 22 plates out of what I got here. Or maybe I'll have it. Maybe I've got just enough. I do have just enough. How about that? I love it when a plan comes together, even if it's completely by accident. 8 iron beams. And then we can make 4 solar panels, set them up, and have all the power, at least during the day. At night, not really all that great, Bob. But during the day, we'll be in good shape. So we're going to take these. We'll set these up a little bit higher. Sure, why not? We'll put one. So let's see. We're going to go Q. Going to go solar panel. And we're going to drop them all like right about here. And which way are they facing? We'll have them face that way. Sure. So there's a one. And we'll put one there. There's a one. We'll have one put it there. And there's a one. And then one more here. And there's a one. Cool. Now we have all of our demand. So we have 72 megawatts of demand. We have 76 megawatts of capacity. This will produce even more during the day. But at least for now, everything's good. So we may take a look at these once more once we get into the daylight. And we'll see how much they're producing then. Because right now, with it being nighttime, it still says they're producing 5 megawatts. We'll wait and see what it says as we get further along. So now the last thing I might be able to do here, how much of this do I have? How much do I still have in here? I can pull all this out. So we're going to pull all that out of there. I'm going to dismantle that container. I'm now going to set up a forge. So we're going to get a forge. What does it take for a forge? I don't know. I ran in here. Didn't need to do that. 5 plates and 5 cement. So I got to get 3 more cement. So I got to get 6 more rock. So let's do that. Okay, that'll take care of that. Now we can run in here, make our cement. Don't zap the bench. That's not how that works. 3 more of those. Oh shoot! It's 3 per, not 2. So I gotta get 2 more rock. Okay. Now we can do this. So there. Now we can make the forge. So we're going to run out here, going to set the forge in this general direction. So right about here and going like that. And then we'll set up the container. So we're going to go here, Q, and Q. That's the button I'm trying to hit, Q. I said it 3 times. Oh, shoot, now I need the plates because I used the plates that I had there. So let's get a few more plates. I need more iron, which is over here. I used up all my iron before. I just felt like running. So that's all we do is just run all the time. I'm not going to grab all of it, just some of it. So we're going to have a forge there. We'll set up another container there. Everything will be good. And yeah, and we're going to need some additional plates for conveyors. So I'm just going to have this turn all this into plates. And then we'll we can theoretically take all of this copper we've got, put it into the forge, and have that turn that into copper. So, or into copper ingots. So now, container. Facing, so I want this to face this general direction. So we're going to have this face like this, same way that this is facing, and we need it to face like that. Yeah, so just like that, because is that in line? It's hard to tell if that's in line. That might actually be in line. I wish there was an easier way to tell on that, but I don't know for sure. I'm going to drop that there. I think it's close enough. Yeah, I think that works. So now conveyors, I hope this conveyor is going to connect. I hope they're not too close. Let's see. And will you connect? You will. Perfect. And then we can go here and set one up there. And presto, look at us. Look at the efficiency. It's nuts. Now we can take all this, drop it all into there, and take that, drop it into there, and take that, drop it into there, and then take that, drop that into there. Perfect. I've got a little bit left in my stores, and I'll just take that. Can I take some of this and put that in there? I can. I guess I could keep on doing that, and I'll eventually get rid of this. There. Now oh, shoot. No, don't take it. We don't want it. I don't want it back. All right. So now that's making all kinds of copper ingots. Just like that. I'm going to have copper ingots for days. Eventually, I got to do the same thing with quartz. I got to do the same thing with rocks. I'll have to get some better containers set up over here. We got a material analyzer. We're going to have to get some sulfur for that. Where's my material analyzer? It's right there. Don't it look grand and fancy? We'll have to find some uranium. We'll have to find some graphene or coal. So many things we got to find. So much stuff we got to do. But we've made it yet one step closer as we take a long look at the base from here. Ain't life grand? We've even got our solar panels up there churning away. Things are starting to get a little bit better every day here on this hostile planet. That, however, is going to be all for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a like. If you really like this video, I'd love it if you consider giving the channel a subscribe. But until we meet again, thanks as always for being a part of all of my silliness. I'm Rusty Champagne, and we will see you later.